Hi everybody. So today I wanted to answer a question that I've been getting a lot lately from moms specifically, and I wanted to answer in video format in order to avoid having to write y'all a novel about everything I have to say about this, because I have a lot to say. So the question is, how do I reduce or get rid of my Diastasis Recti? And you can work on this whether you are a new mom of 6 weeks, you are a mom of 6 months, or if you've been a mom for 6 years or longer. You can always work on this. So, if your kids are teenagers and you still feel like you have this issue going on, don't be afraid to start doing exercises to try to help the issue. So, with exercise alone, we can't completely fix the problem. You have to do that through surgery, but depending on how diligent you are with your exercises and how bad the issue is, you can fix it a lot. You can almost get back to normal. With my pregnancies, with my second pregnancy specifically, I had a little bit of that ab separation, but I'm really privileged that I get to do Pilates on a regular basis. And everything about Pilates is what I'm going to tell you to do here. Okay, so what you want to do to begin is to go back to the very basics. You want to do exercises where you can stay mentally connected with your core and with your scoop. Okay, so exercises like crunches, where you're contracting, releasing, or if you want to think of like contracting, let go, contract, let go. Those are the ones that we want to avoid. You want to be doing exercises like planks or obliques or flutter kicks, where you can be mentally connected with your core the entire time and be thinking about that scoop. Now, the scoop is not something that you're doing when you are taking a picture, okay? You know how we all take a picture and we go, and we suck it in, okay? So that's not like the scoop, okay? You want to be able to breathe while you are doing this scoop. What you're going to think about doing is taking your belly button and pulling it into your spine. Now, if you have been in Pilates or really any of my classes, you hear me talk about this all the time, because that is one of the keys to getting your deep abdominals to engage. So you're pulling your belly button into your spine. And now that you've got it there, you're gonna pull it in a little bit further, okay? So you feel it like really, really tight in there. And you wanna keep your breath up in your rib cage so you can continue to breathe as you are doing that scoop or navel to spine. So in the beginning here, as I said, you want to avoid crunches. You want to avoid anything where your abs are contracting and then letting go. So exercises that you should be doing are things like heel slides, pelvic tilts, even though those seem like they're doing nothing or seem like too easy of movements. If you don't have the basics down, if you don't have that foundation down, you're not going to be able to build, and you're not going to be able to close that separation like what we are wanting to do here. So those two exercises plus planks. Planks are amazing anyway. They're a full body exercise, so you should be doing those a lot. However, some variations on plank, like doing a mountain climber where it's like contraction, you're trying to go quick, and maybe you lose that scoop. Those I would avoid for a while. Okay, so planks where you can really tune into what your core is doing. Like I said before, the Pilates obliques, double leg extensions, half rollbacks, flutter kicks, scissor kicks, things where your spine is in imprint. Now this is a really important thing as well, because if you are a sway back, so I call this the Paris Hilton posture. So I'll back up here a little bit. So, and I tend to do this. This is one of my issues because I have a very tight low back from an injury that I had when I was in high school. I jammed my spinal cord, so everything went like boom and stuck there. And so I have a really tight low back. So I tend to lean backwards. But if you are holding babies all the time, and you are in this lean back position, if you are wearing high heels a lot and you're standing at work, your back is probably in this position. So just imagine Paris Hilton, or Google it if you've never seen her, when she poses on the red carpet, she's kind of back like this, okay? So when we're holding babies, we're back like this. You know, even now, I don't have babies anymore. I have 4.5-year-old, almost 5-year-old girls who still want to be held. So I'm still in that position, you know, not a majority of the time, but a lot of the time holding them. So the Pilates Imprint position, where you are tucking your pelvis under and lengthening that spine here, and able to scoop your abs, is really, really key. So any Pilates exercises that you do in that position will be helpful. And one more thing about posture. So if you are in that sway back position, it's not only tightening your low back, but it's also your abs are lengthened. So your abs are disengaged here. So that only adds to the Diastasis Recti, it adds to the weakening of your abdominal muscles. So you want to really think as you are going throughout your day, and this will become habit the more that you do it, and you won't have to think about it so much, but I want you to be conscious of centering your rib cage over the top of your pelvis, okay, so that your abs and your spine are equally engaged, and you have that nice S-shaped curve with your spine, which is the ideal position, most spring-like, most mobile, and that's really what we want. So I hope that explanation was a little bit helpful. I do have some sequencing that I will record for y'all regarding exercises and progression, and I will get that to you ASAP. But for now, message me with any questions that you might have about this, any concerns. If you need modifications for what you're currently doing, let me know. I'm all yours, of course. I'm here to help. So have an awesome day, guys, and I will talk to you soon.